Okay, so you have your kit here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take out all the contents. The white card will leave aside. This card will leave it on the side. And then we'll take everything out. So what you should be left with is 2 of these that are the same shape and size. You should have a bunny. You should have a blue bow, a black strip, a strip of twine, and a little tag. Okay, so the tricky part here is what you're gonna do is we're gonna put the box together. Some of you might have double-sided paper like this one. Some of you might have white on the other side. The white side is the one that's inside the box. Okay, for this one, if you have double-sided paper, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to look really close, and you can see when I look on this end, do you see that there's these score lines here? Okay, so that means this is the outside of the box, okay? So this is the outside of the box. This side, I don't see any score lines, but when I turn it on this side, this is the outside of the box, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold on these score lines, and you're gonna fold it so that this is the outside of the box and this is the inside of the box. So for example, I'm gonna fold this down, and I'm gonna fold this down. So you can see this is becoming the bottom of the box, right? Remember, the scalloped edge is on the top, okay? I'm just gonna pop this out, okay? So now I'm gonna set this aside. So this is the inside of the box. So this, see the score line here and the score line here. This is going to be the outside of the box. This is going to be the inside of the box. So I'm going to fold this down here, and I'm going to fold it down here. Okay, so what you can see here is I have 2 box bottoms. And what's going to happen is we're going to put one box, one side on top of the other. Okay, and so this is kind of what your box is kind of going to look like. Do you see that? Okay, and you can tell which piece is on the bottom by looking at where the adhesive is. Okay, so let's not take off the adhesive yet. Let's finish folding the box. So I'm gonna fold this. See, you can see that there's score lines here. There's score lines here, and there's score lines here. So I'm going to fold this down. I'm going to fold this triangular piece up, and then I'm going to fold this down. Okay, and then I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to fold this piece down. See, there's a score line here, and there's a score line here. I'm going to fold this piece down, and I'm going to fold this piece up. Okay, so again, if I were to put the box together, it's going to look like this. So now all our edges are pretty much scored down, and we can see how the box comes together. Now, see how this triangular piece, I've already folded it out. I want to do the same for the top of the box. So I'm going to fold this one up, and then fold this also up. See? I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. See, there's a score line here and the score line here. I'm going to fold these 2 up towards the outside of the box. I'm going to pop this out. Oops. And then I'm going to fold this piece up. Okay, so now we have the skeleton of our box, and we can start peeling off the adhesive labels one at a time. What I would recommend is taking off the adhesive label for the bottom of the box first. So remember, this one is going to be the bottom piece, and you're just going to place it directly on top like that. Okay, so then you'll kind of have like a T shape. Okay, so let's do that now. And you can just do this, like you just line it up as best you can. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you just kind of use your fingers and kind of like rub it down a couple times. Okay, you guys see that? See how that's the bottom of the box? Okay, so the edges, they line up exactly. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take off the adhesive on the edges and then you're gonna paste them to the sides of the box. Right? Do you see that? Okay, and just make sure when you peel them off, you just kind of want to make it flush as possible. Okay, so let's do that now. What you can do is I put my finger on the inside like this, or like my thumb, and then I just kind of push down the edges, the tabs, so that the glue sticks. And you just do it one side at a time, and then I stick my finger inside and push it in. And I just do one finger at a time. I just stick my finger and push it in. Okay, so now your box is done. So what this looks like is when you fold it down, you're gonna fold it down. Oops, I think I folded that incorrectly the first time. So you're gonna fold this down. Oops, sorry about that. So this one actually folds down. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it down so that the top comes down like this. And then you're gonna hold the scallop edges, like this wavy part, the scallop part, together. And then see the slit? This edge is gonna go inside that slit. And so you just kind of like wiggle it in. And then you do the same thing on this side. See how this is the scallop edge? And then you're just gonna put it in the slit and wiggle it in. And you're done with your box, okay? So you have this black piece. What you're gonna do is you're gonna glue it down. I think you can use any kind of glue. You can use glue stick or like a tape runner. Oops. And then what you're gonna do, this black one, you're gonna put it on one side of the box, choose a side, and put it all the way flush to the bottom. Okay, you wanna do it all the way flush to the bottom, and you just kind of push it down. Next, you have this bunny, right? And if this little piece is not out, you just kind of pop it out. See? And then you're just gonna put it right on top like that. You can use your glue stick to paste this on. Push it down. Okay. Then you have this. I would recommend you pop. This is the bow. If you feel like you want to use the bow, you just pop out the little bow creases. Oops, they're kind of sticky. If you want, and then it's self-adhesive, so you're just gonna peel it off. I mean, it's not I put adhesive on the back, so yeah. And then, I don't know, I just put it right here. Okay. And then, what I like to do with this is a twine, and you should have a tag. And I like to just thread it through like this. You just put it, put a loop. You just thread the loop through. It's kind of like that. Okay. You thread the loop through. Then when you have this loop, you pull the strings through. And then I just tighten it like that. And then I like to loop this, make a loop and tie it in a knot. Oops. Oops. I'm sorry, let me do that again. Oops. Ah. Do this, You tie it in a knot. So it's a knot. And then I just thread it through the top. Okay, so when you thread it through, it looks like this. You just thread it through, and then I just put this tag inside here. Ta-da! And then now you have a little treat box that says your Sun Bunny special, and you can, it's ready to give away. Okay? Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.